and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody's all right today. It's Thursday, July 17th. Currently it is 80 degrees. Hold on. High today is going to be 86. Phew, still hot. 0% chance of rain, winds at 8 miles per hour. Like yesterday, there was a 0% chance, but when we went to get my blood work done, it had rained over on that part of town, but not over here. And then when we got home, it sprinkled a little bit, but really didn't rain. I mean, all it really does is evaporate and turn to more humidity. It's not enough to help my garden or anything. And my biggest tomato plant out here in the pots, I watered it every day, and it would just be, when I would water it, it would all be just droopy and everything. The little one beside of it that's smaller is not that bad. It looks pretty good still. But the top started, even before I could get out there and water it, it would be droopy. And so the top started getting worse and worse, and it's just about dead. That's how bad it is. I've never had that happen to where I didn't, I would have had to go out there at 6 or 7 in the morning, I guess, to water it every day. And I'm not going to do that. I watered it whenever I got up and got around to it, and the other ones were fine. But Cherokee purples are real finicky. They're like divas. I mean, you got to really pamper them. I mean, they're just, if I didn't like the tomatoes so much, I wouldn't even bother growing them. But that's what those are, and it's pretty much dead, the biggest one. The small one's looking pretty good, and it's got blooms on it, but that doesn't mean they'll turn to tomatoes. But the peppers are fine out there in the containers, and they get the same amount of water as the tomatoes, so I don't know. It's just too hot. Like I said, next year I'm going to really investigate that heat-resistant tomatoes, cucumbers, everything. I'm going to look for heat-resistant stuff, and see how that does. I've had more, I didn't think I would have as many cucumbers, actually, as I did, but I tried 2 different kinds that I've never tried. And one of them, the one that has, I don't have any out here. The one that looks like it's got armor on it or something, that one has done really good, though. But they get misshapen because of the heat, too. So anyway, enough about that. But today is infusion day, so I'll be going to that. And when I went to my blood work, to get my blood work done yesterday, and I'll make a video if possible. I don't know how things are going to be over there this morning, because I've had the same nurses that have, done my infusions for about, I'm trying to figure, it could be up to 8 years. And you get to know people really well. I mean, I talk. Not everybody that comes in there talks. Lots of times they look like they don't feel good, depending on what they're, what they've got and things. And a lot of some of them just like take a nap kind of during their infusions and different things. And I've always been a talker, so I talk to all of them, get to know them, they get to know me. And they weren't there last time, if y'all remember, and I didn't know why. I said, why would both of them not be there? So I asked, I said, is Simone and Pam going to be here tomorrow? I said, they weren't here last time. I didn't know if they'd quit or what happened to them, or if they'd been, heaven forbid, fired or anything. And last time they just said, well, they're just not here. So I always wondered about it until this time. And then I said, because I was going to bring some vegetables for them. I do that every year. I think one year, I forgot or something. The time I went, I just forgot to take them. But she said no. She said Simone is not with us anymore. And I said, what? She said Simone passed away yesterday. I went, on Wednesday, and it was Tuesday. She said that she had cancer, and she didn't know it, I guess, until it was too late. You would think that most forms of cancer, you would, as it got, worse or whatever, you think something would, you would know something was wrong, but obviously she didn't, and she was only probably, my guess would be 30 to 32 years old. And, we also learned yesterday that our daughter's ex-husband, her first husband, who was in the Marines, that he passed away. And we weren't even told about it, and we found out he passed away in April. And we don't know what happened yet on that. It doesn't sound good, but so I just learned about that, and I always liked him, didn't have any problem with him really, and and then this happened with one of my nurses. It's just really cut me kind of down. I'm gonna, of course, hopefully Pam will be there. They said she was yesterday. I'm sure we'll talk, and I don't really know what to say. She worked so close with her every day for however many years she worked there. So it's life. You just never know what's going to throw at you. So anyway, so I don't even know what we're having for dinner. Probably just something out of the freezer or something. And I got some jokes here. It says family one-liners. Oh yeah, I'll show you a few more vegetables. I'm getting these, but with the heat, they'll turn real fast. That one, it looks like it might be a Cherokee purple. I know this one's a Cherokee purple. I don't know. It was starting to turn here. I really probably got that a little early. And here's an example of some of these have still got a little more growing to do to get bigger, but I'm giving some to the nurses and stuff. And I told them at the front desk, they've been the same ones there for years. I said, would y'all like some vegetables? I said, because I was going to bring some for Simone and some for Pam, like I always do. I said, well, I was just wondering if y'all would want some. And they said, oh yeah. So I'm going to fix them up a bag and fix Pam up a bag. I've got all this huge zucchini here. I got 4 more here, smaller ones. I got a bunch of banana peppers, and different, like I said, green peppers and stuff. So, okay, let's see what we got here. Parenting is filled with wonder, like wondering why your 4-year-old raced into the kitchen and quietly grabbed a handful of napkins. That would be a dead giveaway. There's some mess. Let's see. My 5-year-old. I don't want to be your daughter anymore. I quit. No 2-week notice or anything. She'd better not expect a reference. I finally realized my parents favored my twin brother. It hit me when they asked me to blow up balloons for his surprise birthday party. Becoming a father is easy enough, but being one can be very rough. I agree. And I bought my son a fridge for Christmas. I can't wait to see his face light up when he opens it. So, bought him a fridge for Christmas. Okay. Here's one. Teacher, which book has helped you the most in your life? Student, my father's checkbook. Let's see. Oh, first woman, my son came to visit for summer vacation. Second woman, how nice. Did you meet him at the airport? First woman, oh no, I've known him for years. And okay, so my parents are always telling me that their world doesn't revolve around me. So I guess that means I'm not actually their son. Okay. Let's go back and see what we can find for trivia time. Okay. Let's try this and see what this first one's like. It says, from ads to aisles, how well do you know these brands? Which famous company is known for its yellow machines and logo? Adidas, Panasonic, Volvo, Caterpillar. Yellow machines. I'm going to say Caterpillar. Well, it's got to go to play quiz. Then I'll press it. Okay. I hope I said the. I tell you, I'm really. There's a lot going on in my mind. I hope I read these off. Adidas, Panasonic, Volvo, Caterpillar. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm gonna say Caterpillar, and that's right. Caterpillar was the pioneer in adapting yellow as a color for construction machinery. That's enough about that. Which of the following brands is known for their permanent markers? Everybody should know this one. Epson, Canon, Verbatim, Sharpie. I gotta write something over here. Hand me that Verbatim. Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody probably already knows. It's Sharpies. I love Sharpies. Who is the manufacturer of the car brands Buick, Cadillac, and GMC? Honda, Toyota, General Motors, Ford. Well, it's kind of easy to figure out that it would be General Motors. GMC, I mean, you know. Pampers is the best-selling brand of what product? Bedding, frozen dinners, diapers, sandals. Yeah, we're gonna have some Pampers for dinner tonight. We got us each a thing of Pampers. Really good. It's everybody probably knows it's diapers. Okay. Which of these brands produces luxury cars? Rolls-Royce, Rolex, Apple, Kodak. Everybody jump into the Rolex. We're going to take a drive. Yeah, it's Rolls-Royce. I'll never have one, but that's what it is. Okay. Which of these is a popular cigarette brand? Don't have any use for cigarettes anymore. I quit in 2017. So it's been almost 8 years. It'll be October, I believe. This year will be 8 years. Okay, since I had a cigarette, I haven't had one since. Trident, Extra, Newport, Orbit. Well, I don't know if I've ever even had one when I did smoke, but Newports, I believe, aren't they? Are they menthol? I can't even imagine. I think I tried a puff off of a menthol one time, and it about made me sick. It was, oh my gosh, I don't see how anybody smokes that. But yeah, it's Newport. Orbit is gum, so that's the one they show everybody. They take it, and then their teeth, like they show it like sparkling teeth, you know. Okay. Next, New Balance is an American brand that specializes in which product? Cosmetics, cars, footwear, software. And they're really nice. They're really nice footwear. Is one of the world's major sports footwear and apparel manufacturers. Which of these brands is famous for making rectangular glass roasters? Victorinox, Smooth Flex, Fisher-Price, Pyrex. All right, we're making a casserole. Get the Fisher-Price casserole dish there, and we will be ready. Oh, Pyrex. Pyrex has been around for a long time. It's good stuff. Okay. What brand is known for polo shirts with a horse and rider logo? Ralph Lauren, Adidas, Reebok, Nike. I was thinking polo. Isn't that what one with the horse, isn't it? Polo shirts. I mean, isn't that a name brand, Polo? See, that's how much designer clothes I have. Is known for polo shirts with a horse and rider logo. What brand? Ralph Lauren, Adidas, Reebok. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with Ralph Lauren because the others don't. I don't think they're right. Yeah, that's right. One of Ralph Lauren's most iconic achievements was the introduction of his polo player logo in 1972. Okay, so it is polo shirts, what they call polo shirts. Which of these luxury car brands features a horse in its logo? Lexus, Ferrari, BMW, Rolls-Royce. I'll never have any of these. Like I already said about the Rolls-Royce, there's no way. I don't know. I think it is probably Ferrari. Yes. Enzo Ferrari decided to put a black horse on his car logos after meeting Francesco Baracca's mother, who said that the horse painted on her son's fighter plane fuselage would bring him luck. Okay. All right, everybody. I got all 10 right today. I hope you did well, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, thanks so much for watching. Have a great morning. I'm going to my infusion today, so that's always fun. And I may or may not have a video. If not, I'll put another video on. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day, and God bless.